Hello everybody, and what is up? It is THESGTBASH here, once again bringing you a OU Wi-Fi battle match. And oh my god, I am so tired of OU right now. I'm definitely going to make a different team today, and I'm going to start looking for some RUUU matches, Little Cup, Uber, something else to keep me busy, because man, OUs are so mainstream right now. So as you can see, I'm gonna do a little bit of a team review here. He's got a Road and Watch for him, which obviously always have a Choice Scarf and a Fold Switch combination. Infernape, which could potentially be Scarfed or Choice Banded, or maybe a Sword Dance variant with Focus Sash. We got Jirachi here, which I know, by the way, because I've battled this guy quite a few times, and I know that thing is especially orientated, so it's got Substitute, Water Pulse, Thunderbolt, and those kind of moves. He's got a Guard Jump on his team. I'm not really sure if it's Choice Scarf or Choice Bandit, or maybe a Substitute variant with Swords Dance. Ferrothorn does always the same, you know, putting up rocks, going for the Power Whip, Lead Seed, and all that kind of crap. And we got a Tentacruel as the last one, which is going to be, you know, the Rapid Spinner, or probably just a special attacker. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started, guys. I am battling Shokushi, I believe his name is. He's a really cool guy, so if you want to go ahead and check him out, the link will be down in the description. He's going to lead up with the Road and Watch for him, and I knew he was about to do that. Therefore, I start out with my Haki, so I can resist the full switch whenever he decides to go for it. I am definitely going to go for the Sport, because I mean, Haki, there is no way that Haki is not going to put something to sleep whenever he actually shows up in the battle. So I actually ended up putting his Ferrothorn to sleep, which he decided to switch into. Then I proceed to go for the Low Sweep, which is my most powerful fighting type attack, and it does a lot of damage. I mean, that's like a 95% damage, I believe. It brings him down to red, and definitely if he stays in right now, I'm definitely going to take him down. So in case he decided to switch, I am just going to go for another Low Sweep. I mean, I don't really have to go for anything else, seeing as Low Sweep is my most powerful move. And like, I don't even know why he actually thought that going out into his Guard Jump would be a good choice, but in this case it definitely works out for him, because I did in fact misclick here. Because I wanted to go for the Mag Punch, but instead I hit Spore, and so he, basically because Guard Jump is faster, he's gonna be able to hit me with an Earthquake and take down my Haki. So right now that Haki's out of the way, basically I gotta bring out my Starmie and threaten him with the Ice Beam, which I basically do not have on my move arsenal, so he's scared out of his mind from something that I do not have, so that's great. I go for the Surf and ended up hitting his Jirachis. Now I'm pretty much I'm forced, well, not really forced to switch out, but I was really skeptical about his Jirachi having T-Bolt, because the last time that I battled him, his Jirachi had T-Bolt, so that's why I actually switch out into my Swampert. And so he goes behind the sub on the switch, which is, you know, it's good, it's fine by me. Then he decided to go for the Water Pulse and gets the Confusion, and like, damn, those Jirachi always are so lucky getting the after effect of moves that they use with a secondary effect. That's so freaking annoying, but in this case, luck was on my side, because I did in fact not even hit myself once in the Confusion. So I actually was able to go for an Earthquake, take down his Substitute, and on top of that I was also able to set up my Stealth Rocks on his field, which is also amazing. So he's gonna go for the Hydro Pump, and because of the luck that I got, he's also gonna get a little bit of luck, and he's gonna get a critical hit on my Swampy, which is unfortunate, because my Swampert is really a Pokemon that was definitely good against his team. It was like a huge counterpart to his team. Like, I mean, it wasn't real, but it doesn't really matter. Now that Swampert is out of the way, I really gotta deal with this team with other guys. So I'm going to bring out my Starmie. I'm gonna go for the Surf on the switch, and I'm gonna end up hitting his Tentacruel. I thought that he was about to stay in with this other Pokemon, but he did not. So now he's gonna hide behind the sub as I go for the Thunderbolt and actually take down his Substitute. So he's gonna go for the Toxic on this turn, and that's something that I personally never do. Like, if I know there is a slight chance that my opponent might have Lumberry, or is a Chesto Resto guy, or whatever, or has the ability Nature Cure, if there is just the slightest chance that my opponent have that ability to do so, I never go for status changing like moves, like status problems like Toxic, Burn, and Freeze, and that kind of things. So, well, actually Freeze does not count, because there is not a single move that freezes your Pokemon automatically. That just doesn't exist. That would be an overkill. But anyways, now that Starmie is out in here, he's going to switch out into his Jirachi. Actually, I'm stuttering, I don't know why. I actually finished off that guy with a surf, and now he's gonna bring out his Infernape. And I usually would make a switch here. But because I know his Infernape as well, I know this guy is not Choice Scarf. And there is no way that even with max speed, Jolly Nature, Infernape is not going to be able to outspeed my max speed Timid Nature Starmie. So I just go for the surf, and he was like, yeah, you bastard, you knew that my Infernape was not Choice Scarf. So, but guys, keep in mind, I would usually just switch out right there because being scared out of my mind, because there is always a reason behind those kind of switch-ins, right? There is always a reason. So usually they have Choice Scarf, so that's why I stayed in. But in any case, it doesn't really matter because I'm rambling right now. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue with the match. He goes out into his Rotom, by the way. He goes for the Fold Switch as a switch into my Heavy Metal to take damage. Then he brings out his Guardian, but I'm like scared out of my mind because he might go for the Earthquake and take me down immediately. So I decided to make a switch into Sonic, and yeah, that sucks because he goes for the Sword Dance, predicting my switch, and since I don't have Speed Boost ability, I do have Tinted Lens instead. He's gonna be able, he's gonna go for the Fire Fang and take me out. Now here's a funny fact that he really thought that he would survive like an Ice Shard even though he had this Yachi Berry. Like, it doesn't matter, dude. Like, look at your HP. Garchomp is 4 times weak to Ice. Like, there is no freaking way. Even if you had 2 of those items or 2 of those berries, hold your Garchomp holding on to them, there just was no way of you surviving that. So I take him down, and I'm actually going to go for a Night Slash here as he makes a switch into his Ferrothorn. Takes a little bit of damage, still not enough to take him down, but I know that an Ice Punch will definitely do the job here. And since his Ferrothorn is actually asleep, I am free to go for whatever I want, and I go for the Ice Punch. Iron Barb's ability kicks in on his part and does a little bit more damage than I'm actually grateful about. So, anyways, he's gonna bring out his Tentacruel, which is almost dead. I'm gonna go for the Night Slash, get a useless critical hit. I mean, like, when do I get critical hits? Every time that they are not useful. Like, I always get critical hits that on moments that I'm like, dude, why did you even give me that? Like, this game is just trolling me all the time. But anyways, he's gonna bring out his Rotom Wash for him here, and I go for an Ice Shard knowing that he's Choice Scarf and he will definitely outspeed me. So I just wanted to do as much damage as I could before I go down. Now that he's locked into his Hydro Pump, I'm definitely going to go out into my Starmie just to sponge that. He misses the first Hydro Pump and misses the second one as well. So luck is on my side here. I'm able to pull off a Recover and then go for the T-Bolt. Now, as you can see, the amount of damage that a Hydro Pump did was a critical hit. So I don't think that the first Hydro Pump that he was going for was enough to take me down. But anyways, the game is gonna be mine, and I pretty much thank everybody for watching. For some reason today my voice is not really that good and my brains is not really working, so I'm stuttering a lot. I hope it wasn't really standing in your way, you know. I hope I didn't annoy anyone. So anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.